Joel, the devastation out here is just truly harrowing. I mean, we've been driving around for a couple hours now, my photojournalist Chris Hemrick and I, and it's virtually impossible to even get onto the roads of Dortches, of the town of Dortches at this point, because of all the downed trees, because of all the damage. And we have Tony Cameron here of the Emergency Services Department to give us a full assessment of what we know at this time about just how much this tornado has impacted the community. Tony, Joel just reminded the audience earlier that we've got 8 injuries and 2 folks who have gone to EMS, to UNC Nash. Some have been treated on the scene, some were walk-ins. Walk us through what we know at this point as far as how people have been hurt by this tornado, as well as the downed trees count that we have at this point.
Well, thankfully that most have been minor injuries. We have 2 that we were transported from EMS from our section. We have what we know at this point is 69 homes that have been damaged. We have several trees down across roadways, and we're asking everyone to stay home until we can clear this up, as that's extremely important. And as we all know, injuries are not over with. We could be injured out in the motoring public. We don't want that, so please stay at home. Right now we're still assessing, and we got several crews and several emergency operations going on.
Yeah, again, there are a lot of blocked off roads, a lot of rerouting going on. It's very hard to get through the area. How long do you anticipate it could take for some of these roads to be reopened to make it easier for folks to pass through Dortches?
We're anticipating at least a 6 to 8 hour window. Our problem now is we still have power lines that are energized, and we need to make those safe for our emergency response groups before they can clear the roadway, the trees. So that's the big roadblock right now, is getting our power crews out there, making it safe for our crew, and clearing the roadways.
As folks are kind of stranded and maybe aren't able to get to their prime destinations at this point, are there certain resources that they should be taking advantage of to retreat to, or just to stay safe at this time?
We do have a Red Cross on scene. We're establishing a shelter for folks that need shelter. You can call us here at Emergency Services, and we can guide you to the most appropriate resource that will help them the best.
Yeah, and earlier our team was talking about a tornado that hit the Raleigh area a few years ago and how devastating that was. I mean, can you talk to us a little bit about what the history of this type of natural disaster has looked like for Dortches, for Nash County in the recent past?
Well, I'm relatively new in this position. I took this position in October, so it's history. I was a first sergeant, and some time ago when tornadoes came through Wilson, which was devastating as well. It's not a normal occurrence, but as we well know now, the weather and the volatility of the weather is what we watch, and we're prone to it now.
Thank you, Mr. Cameron. Again, if you are having a hard time out there on the roads, there is the Red Cross resource available. Just be careful out here. The emergency services officials are working as fast and as hard as they can to clear up the roads and to make the areas safe for everyone. Live in Nash County, Monique John, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.